drug. That word called drug is something that when you take them, there are certain things you need to do before you take drug, or something that need to happen before you take drug. What are the things that need to occur before we take drug? Can somebody tell us one of the things that needs to occur before we take drug? If you want to answer, raise your hand. Can we see your hand up? Things that need to happen before we take drug. What are the things that normally happen? Good. Clap for him. I purposely ask this question in this way to confuse you. At times, examiners, they put question in a funny way so that you get confused. It's a simple question, but the way I put it, most of you became confused.
If there's any existence of symptoms of sickness.
Good. Existence of symptoms. That is, if there is symptoms of sickness. You see, when there is symptoms of sickness, then you take drugs. What other answer? You have answered before. Any other person? Okay, in absence of that, I want us to understand another aspect. You know, this is introduction of drug abuse among children and youth and young persons. There are certain things you don't need to take. Remember, some people are taking it for recreational purpose and some for non-recreational purpose. Then those who are taking it for non-recreational purpose, they are the ones who mostly engage in abusing drugs. Those who are taking it for recreational purpose, they equally engage in abusing it. And those who are taking it for the treatment of ailment or for the prevention of an ailment, they equally abuse it. Everybody is exposed to the danger of drug abuse. Do you see that? Anybody can abuse drugs. Like somebody made a mention that legal misuse of drugs. Illegal misuse of drugs. It must not necessarily be when it is illegally misused. Doctor can prescribe a drug for you. A doctor may say take 3 tablets of paracetamol. Let's say 2 tablets of paracetamol to prevent headache. Just to prevent it. You cannot stop it from coming. You just prevent it for a while, for that particular point in time, or to prevent fever. Then you, due to how your body was doing, you decide to take 4 tablets. Wham! You swallow that one the first day. Another day, you say, this headache too, I don't want headache to come again. You took another 4. Before you know it, in 3 consecutive days, you took 4. And before another day, another week, you start taking continuous use of such drug has become an abuse. That is why in most drugs, although they used to like keep away from the reach of children. Even adults, there are some adults need to keep drugs away from, but they started abusing it. That is what we call drug abuse. This is how people can concentrate on me. This is what we mean by drug abuse. Can you understand that? What we mean by drug abuse? You can abuse drug that doctor has prescribed for you. So only follow that direction of the doctor. When you do that, you will not abuse drug. Then now we mention other things that people use drug for. We say recreational purpose and not recreational purpose. Then now some people now come in the physical world. They say, you know, sir, I be guy, I be youth. For that reason, me self, I want high, I want feel among. Now, part of the reasons why people abuse drug is because they want to feel among. Write it down. They want to feel among. Right? They want to feel among. Reasons for drug abuse. Reasons for drug abuse. That's where you are now. Reasons for drug abuse. Number one thing is that people want to feel among. Number one, they want to feel among. Now, what do I mean by people want to feel among? You do not have a note. This thing with note. That's not a note. It's wrong. No. Hello? 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 People take drugs because of what? Yeah, they want to feel among what? Among their peers. Good. Thank you so much. What's your name? Angel. Good. They want to feel among their peers, which is wrong. You see someone taking in their hand, I say want to feel among someone taking their hand. The Humanitarian Foundation is telling you that you should not feel among such a thing. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? What did I say? The Humanitarian Foundation say what? Then that is number one. Number two reason people abuse drug is disobedience to disobedience to doctor's prescription. Somebody say disobedience. Disobedience is a very dangerous thing. Disobedience to doctor's prescription. When you disobey doctor's prescription, that means you have abused drug. Then another thing that the Humanitarian Foundation is bringing to you right now is that another reason why people abuse drug is because most of us who abuse drug, it is as a result of illiteracy. Write the word illiteracy. Illiteracy, yes, I will explain it. Illiteracy reason, and the third reason is illiteracy. Now let me explain it. When we talk of illiteracy in this aspect, we are not saying that you don't know how to read and write. You may know how to read and write, but when it comes to drug abuse, drug and substance abuse, it's another school of its own. If you are not been into the class of drug where drug abuse is being discussed, you are still a drug illiterate. Somebody say drug illiterate. Say drug illiterate. Like now, let's say your father is a lecturer in university and he has never attended any drug class. As you are attending it now, your father is still a drug illiterate. He did not know it. He might study, but if he did not know about it, he did not know it. At that point in time, he's a drug illiterate. It is you that have come to declare that, say, Daddy, you are abusing this drug. We are taking paracetamol more than two tablets. You have educated him because you have been taught. Hello. So that is part of what we call drug abuse. That is on that one. So due to the time constraint, we would like to pause at this very point. Now let me summarize everything. Most of us, what are the places where drugs are being abused, where people are being initiated into drug abuse? Where are the places where people are being initiated into drug abuse? If you want to answer, you call your name, you call your class, then you answer. The class where you are, the school, your class. You have raised your hand, starting from you, start.
My name is Joyce.
Just okay.
Places where people are abused.
Include.
School, party.
Please put your hands together for her. Put your hands together for her. She mentioned school. She mentioned a party setting. Okay, and that person, please. Good. Just say something. Your name? Edwin Marvelous. SS2, good. That our society, which area of our society? Okay, sit down, please. Assist him. Oh, I love this class.
In our society, especially the unsecreted places, secured
places like
ghettos and other places, and two, in our homes, especially like for children who live in local homes, there are some other youths that would like to feel among. They now want to teach the little kids how to do it more than them. So that is one of the ways.
Wow. Put your hands together for him. You raised your hand before. Okay, you are the one. Okay, stand up. Come on, tell us your name and your class. Class. Good.
Your environment, anywhere you find yourself,
Okay, we are talking about most of the places where drugs can be abused. You know, it's environment everywhere that mentions one. Can you mention a place where drugs can be abused? Okay, thank you. That means you are aligned with this beautiful girl and this handsome young guy. Good. Okay, you want to give us another opinion?
My name is Tony Okorofo. I'm Jesting.
Okay.
Most places that you can find drug abuse in the club.
Club, okay.
Your environment, security.
Okay. Another person. Okay.
My name is Nika Ellis.
Your name is?
Nika Ellis.
Uh-huh.
You can abuse drugs at school, clubs, and parties.
Good. You people are wonderful. listen, you are now on the places where you can abuse drugs, which is the final point we are summarizing before we leave the class. We have mentioned the places people mentioned are wonderful. Number one, I want to start from number one place. Number one place is the place where, what's your name, Master what? No, Mister, not yet a Mister. You are still a master. You are being described as anybody from any boy to teenage is still a master. When you become 18, you will be addressed as a Mister. Do you hear me? Did anybody learn a new thing?
Yes, sir.
Did anybody learn a new thing?
Yes.
Good. You are a master from a 0 year old to a 1 day old or 1 minute old, 1 second old till you become 17.99999. Then that is where you are still a master. Then when you become 18, you become a Mister. Hello? Hello? Is there any Mister here? Is there no, but among you, is there any Mister here? No, none of you is Mister. No, we are talking of boys. We are not male, not a female. Female, no. Female, they remain Miss. Even till any woman become 90 that is not yet married, she remain Miss. Once she gets married, she become Mrs. Do you understand me, Mrs.? So I want to start on the place where Master what? Master Emeka mentioned. He mentioned our home because it is said that charity begins. Charity do what? Is that some people are not joining the class? You are absent-minded, Abi. You are not part of us. Are you sure you are part of us? Because when you dress even like rascal, you even lose your clothes open. That's wrong. Dress up very well. Come on, button up. This is a class where we drug. When people see you outside the way you dress now, they say, it's among us. They not drag you. They not drag. Teach you drug. Don't dress like that again, okay? Button up very well, very well. Hello. It does not call for laughter. Concentrate. That is correction. Okay? When we discuss drug, we correct people directly because it's something that has to do with mentality. Do you understand me? Then from home, it is from home first. It is from home. From home, you talk of school. From school, you talk of party. From party, you talk of a creek. There's what called creek. You know what I mean by creek? All those hidden area in the streets. All those. But Uncle, thank you. Uncle, they are part of creek. They are what we call. Creek. Anybody spell creek? Anybody here? Creek. Correct. That's good. You people are trying. That's good. I love the class. You are right. Correct. So now, as it is now, they are the places where people can abuse drugs. So what do you do in order to avoid you being caught in such danger of drug abuse? Is to avoid. Okay, start. So raise your hand. You are intelligent. All of you are intelligent. Your name and your class. Always.
My name is Edward Joyce. You avoid bad friends.
Good. Sit down. Thank you so much. You avoid bad friends. Yeah, you can put it down. Avoid bad friends. Stand up.
My name is Nika. You should avoid places that like creeks. You should avoid going to
creeks. He says you should avoid bad friends. Okay. What are we discussing now?
We're discussing how we can avoid
drug abuse. Good. Your name and your class.
You should avoid self-medication.
Good. You should avoid self-medication to certain level. Hello, it is to certain level. I will come on that maybe when we come our next class. We teach people how to do self-medication, but it is to certain level. Thank you. You okay? Your name I have fast.
Okay, my name is Edumare.
We are not hearing you.
My name is Edumare.
Edumare, say let the class hear you.
My name is Edumare.
Okay.
The way you can avoid
drug abuse.
Drug abuse.
Mm-hmm.
The way you can avoid it is by self-control from peer groups.
Good.
If you have the control, you say if you don't want to do it, even though they try to drag us to do it, if you have self-control,
power of self-control. Everybody say power of self-control. Please clap for him. Clap for him. Power of self-control. Say it before we close.
My name is Edward Joyce. How we can avoid drug abuse is to correct those who are partaking in drug abuse and report if seen. If
you are in the position, good. Please put your hand together for Joyce. Good. Then I'm coming to you. Then instead, you mean if you cannot, don't go and collect someone that is with Igbo, before they break your head. But if the person is close to you, maybe your friend, advise the person that is strong. And when you advise the person, don't be too close again, because it's like a stigma. It can infect you. It's infection. It can infect you. Drug abuse infection can infect you. Good.
My name is Dinambu Spirit.
Last. Okay.
The way you can avoid drug abuse by attending counseling.
Good. Hey, clap for him. Clap for him. Clap for him. Good. What's your name again?
I'm Spirit.
People know how to clap now. Clap, normal way of organized life. Good. Please have your seat. We have another one. Okay. Okay.
My name is Zenia. I'm in SS2. How we can avoid drug abuse? We should not meet people that don't have knowledge on drugs. In case we are ill or we are sick, we should meet people that have knowledge on drugs that can at least tell us what we can do or what we can get.
Wow. Please, what's your name again? Lillian. Onyekwe Lillian. Please put your hands together for Onyekwe Lillian. Clap for her. She said that how we can avoid drug abuse. Whenever we have any symptom of ailment or we are ill, we should not meet those who have no knowledge of drugs. Don't patronize illegal drug hawkers, illegal people, or those who are hawking drugs anyhow. Don't patronize them. Go to the right pharmacy or meet your parents. They will take care of you. Hello, hi, hello, hi. At this stage of your life, you don't need to go and start prescribing drugs for you or going to doctor to prescribe for you. Let your parents do the job. Do you understand me? Thank you so much. Any question? Question, Auntie. Thank you so much for the time. And can you join us in question and answer to answer for us? Okay, your auntie, please put your hands up for us. Welcome your auntie. Keep clapping for. Clap for your auntie. Clap on. Stand up. Stand to your feet. Stand to your feet until she comes. And what's speaking? Okay. Now question and answers. Question time. Answer time. Have your seat, everybody. You are welcome. Please. All the questions you have to ask us. Both of us will respond to it together. This is a class. Take number 1, number 2, number 3, any other person. Please, don't be shy. Ask question. Ask whatever it's your. Although when we are answering, if there's another question, you ask. Okay, number 4. Okay.
My question is.
Your name?
My name is Edward Joy from SS1.
Edward Joy from SS1.
My question is, if someone is already partaking in drug abuse and is seriously partaking in drug abuse, how would the person stop?
How will the person stop? Please, you have heard the question. Just give her a round of applause. Just for that question. It's okay. Auntie, do you hear the question?
How will the person
stop?
If the person should seek for counseling.
Okay.
And the person should also start by associating himself or herself from peer group, because there are so many things our parents did not teach us at home. Like I have talked about good parenting. Everything starts from the home. Your parents will never tell you to take drugs, illegal drugs.
Yes.
Your parents will never tell you to do so many things we do outside there, but our parents do always do. Expose us to so many things we are not meant to be doing. Then another thing there is, I tell young people, you choose your friends. Know who should be your friend. And another thing, the word of God has already told parents that train up a child in the way it should go. When he grows, he will not depart from that good way. But when we go outside our parents' custody, we begin to do so many things because we have chosen wrong pairs to follow. We've chosen wrong friends to follow. Then begin to disassociate yourself from friends that introduce you to so many things your parents did not put in you, the word of God did not put in you. Start from that. Then look for counseling. You can actually do something for yourself. You know that this path I have gone to is not the way that my parents or the word of God has actually taught me. Look for counseling. It could be a pastor, it could be an elderly person you know that will tell you what you have needed to do. That means at that time your soul is looking for liberation from what you have put yourself into. Then look for right counseling, look for right advice, look for who will pray for you at the same time. That's all I can say in this case.
Hold on. Clap for her accordingly. 1 to go. She has answered it all. She said, number 1 thing, seek counsel. Everybody write it down. Seek counsel. Do you hear that? Seek counsel is part of ways of preventing drug abuse, or a way of correcting, how to correct a drug abuse victim. How to correct the drug abuse victim. Number 1, he say seek counsel. Auntie, that's what he said, right? Good. He said you should seek counsel. Oh, Auntie, not introduce you, not trust your name so that you can have your name, please.
My name is Sister Chioma.
Wow. Okay. Sister Chioma said you should seek what? Counsel. That's number 1. Number 2, she mentioned parenting. That person should, everybody should remember parental guidance. Let's say your parents did not give you proper guidance. Let's say your parents did not guide you very well. What you need to do at that point is to seek that through the counseling you become.
I actually said they should disassociate themselves from wrong friends.
Good. I'm coming there too. Now, number 2 is parenting. Remember, if your parents actually guided you well, you remember that which your parents have taught you. If not, that which is teaching you here in class, you remember it very well. Then now, the 3rd one she mentioned is association. Everybody say bad association. Now you should disassociate yourself from bad friends, which most of you have already mentioned also. Thank you so much for that. And the next question. Who is number 2?
My name is Abundant Wachu. I'm AS3.
Good.
My question goes like this. You said if you want, like we should not go to, like if we don't see close doctors and we don't know if this doctor knows what is like pharmacies. It's not all pharmacies that are educated. And you said we should go to our parents. What if our parents are illiterate?
Good. Thank you so much. Please put your hands together for her. Why are you laughing? She's saying the right thing. She's saying the right thing. Then now, why we say you should go to your parents is because by legal age you are not yet mature. You are not all that matured to prescribe it by yourself. Your parents, they are exposed. They are better exposed. They are not the one that will tell you what to take. Rather, they will go on your behalf to literate drug experts. You go on your behalf to pharmacy. From there, they will get you what you need. That's why we say you should go to your parents. Because if you start going by yourself, before you know, you start taking hard drugs. And the third, number three question. Number 3 question. You forgotten it? Okay.
Sir, please, what's the meaning of NGO?
Good. Okay.
He said that people want to feel among. That reason for drug abuse, people want to feel among their peers. How is it possible for drug?
Good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Clap for her for that question. Then now, she asked you a question. The meaning of NGO. NGO simply means non-governmental organization. They are called not-for-profit making organization. They are not for profit. Their purpose is to raise humanity, to support humanity. That's their purpose. Then now, the next question she has said, people want to feel among. I would like to invite our able man to come and answer that question for us. Our evangelist is also an expert in this field. So he will give you guidance. He said, sir, she asked question that. Okay, thank you so much. Introduce yourself to them. Okay. Okay.
And so, the reason why people engage in drug abuse for the purpose of
They say they want to feel among.
for the purpose of wanting to feel among is because in life everybody wants to belong.
Yes.
Generally in life, nobody wants to be left behind in anything. So if you're sometimes when you maybe as people grow up, the time will come you start going to probably to birthday party. I remember when I was young, you start going to birthday party. So when you get to birthday party, you find some guys, some girls are doing some certain things, can be smoking. And you find out your friends are smoking. And you are not the only one smoking. And they tell you, you are too small, you're a small boy. Mommy's boy, small boy. And that is saying to your brain like, wow, does it mean that I'm not, okay, let me prove to them that I can also, sometimes we like to prove people wrong in the process of wanting to prove people that we are something, then we join them in doing that particular thing. I want to tell you one thing, listen, I want to tell you, see, people are not really addicted to drugs. People are actually addicted to people. Because it is when you remember your friends, that is when you remember that you want to smoke. That's when you remember that you want to drink. But because you want to feel among, that's why you go there and you have to do what they are doing. So the first thing, if you once you find out that a child has started engaging in drug abuse, it may be drug abuse, it may be any abuse. Abuse, in quotes, we are talking about addiction. When you're addicted to something, whether it's drugs, it's anything, the way out is not trying to stop that thing. It is trying to stop the friends that brings you into doing that thing. By the time you disassociate yourself from those friends, the ability to stop that particular thing is there.
Please put your hands together for him. Put your hands together for him.
Still the same thing we have said.
Exactly.
Deassociate yourself from bad friends. Any friend even if in school, the friends that don't read, they don't know why they are at school. Why are you their friends? Any friend that lose focus and you are still being addicted to such people, they will make you to do the things you are not supposed to be doing. It's exactly what he has said. People are actually addicted to their friends, to their peers. I don't really have friends. Honestly, nobody can tell me that I must buy a bag of 40,000 naira. What if I carry one of 5,000 naira? Does it not serve the same purpose? And somebody that does not know how to pay tithes, does not know how to dig for the gospel, is telling me I should waste my money buying what will even fail after 6 months. So people are addicted to people. Exactly what Pastor Sherman has just said. That was what I said before. Be yourself. The word of God is enough to guide you. Look for people. They say best of the same friend that they do what?
Flock together.
Flock together.
Hello, everyone. We have come to the end of the class. Your hand was up. We are not clear on what the question you asked. Please, which area we are not clear? Thank you. She asked if it's drug for illness or remember read the definition from your book. Read it clearly, gradually.
Drug abuse can be defined as the illegal overdose use of drugs, whether if it is prescribed or not.
Please read the one we gave. Thank you. No, hold on. One person. Okay.
You said drug abuse.
Okay, drug abuse, Abi. Good. Repeat that drug abuse. Let's hear.
Drug abuse can be defined as the illegal overdose usage of drug, whether it is prescribed or not prescribed by.
Good. What of drug?
Drug is any medication given for prevention, treatment, or annulment, and for body enhancement for a particular recreational or non-recreational purpose.
Good. Do you hear that? When you talk of drug abuse, it can be prescribed drugs. It may be unprescribed drugs. Do you understand me? When you talk of hard drugs, there is no particular drug that you can say this drug is a hard drug, except when those drugs are being described as illegal. most of those who have been described as illegal, most of them that people describe as hard drug. The government can wake up and describe paracetamol as illegal drug. Do you understand me? They're not like things like India hemp, they're part of illegal drugs. And there are some countries in the world, like in some states in the United States of America, they legalize taking of cocaine. No, not cocaine. Not cocaine.
There's a particular drug that was given to me by a hospital. So that drug, when it finishes, I cannot buy it anywhere. It is banned to be sold to anybody. If you write the name and say, I want to buy this drug, it will not be sold to you up to today, unless I go back to that hospital. If it finishes, I cannot buy it. But it is hospital that gave it to me. It is painkiller. You can actually abuse. They don't want me to take the drug more than I am supposed to.
The prescription.
So that is why it is being restricted to only hospital. Because if you get to the hospital, they will know that they gave it to you, whether they should give you again or to say no.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? So when you talk of hard drugs, no particular drug that is written that this drug is called hard drug. Do you understand that? Do you get that clarification? Most of those drugs that have been described as hard drugs, governments have banned most of them. And some of them, they are not good for your health. Do you understand that? Thank you so much. Thank you. My name remains Dr. Igwe Raphael of the Humanitarian Foundation. We have come to the end of this very introductory class on drug abuse among children and youths. Thank you so much. Which ones we have for the Humanitarian Foundation? Can't you stand up and give us a clap number? Thank you.